Hi guys, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to be varnishing my 1973 Mirror Dinghy. This is actually episode 7 of a series I've been doing, so if you haven't seen episode 1 to 6, make sure you go and watch them. I'll leave a link down in the description or a link in the they'll pop up on the screen. So make sure you go and watch those two so you actually know what's going on. A few episodes ago I scraped the varnish off the inside of the boat and sanded that all down, so I didn't need to do that when I started to do the varnish again now. As a final prep for varnishing, I wiped all the surfaces down with white spirit to remove all the dust and grease. And I started by varnishing the foredeck and the port and starboard tanks. Once that dried, I then flipped the boat and varnished the gunnels. I again wiped them with the white spirit. After that, I applied a strip of masking tape to the hull just below the gunnel to stop any varnish dripping onto the paintwork. And then I got to work varnishing the gunnels. You'll see I had to flip the boat again for this, as the gunnels rest directly on some blocks when the boat is upside down. I actually ended up varnishing everything in a strange way, but it was just how my brain worked, and if I did it again I'd do it differently, more systematically, but it doesn't really matter. If you're observant, you might have noticed that the fittings appeared again halfway through the varnishing process. It's a bit weird, but it was just about doing what I could do when I could. For example, I ran out of varnish before I'd finished all the coats, but I wanted to continue with the project while I waited for more varnish, so I just did the fittings instead. Some of the fittings I managed to reuse, such as these fair leads and the cleats, but others, such as the mast step, I had to completely replace. When I was removing the mast step, the whole thing just fell apart basically. So I just traced the old mast step onto a new piece of 12mm ply and just cut that out, and then screwed it to the deck and sealed it with epoxy. After I'd done all that, I then reattached the fittings to the mast, the boom and the gaff. So at the bottom of the mast there's a couple of cleats. On the end of the boom there's a fair lead for the main sheet. There's also where the halyard attaches onto the gaff, and where the stays attach onto the top of the mast. All those fittings had to be reattached because I'd removed them when I was varnishing the mast, boom and the gaff, which I did in a previous episode. By this point I was getting pretty excited because I was getting close to finally being able to move her out of the polytunnel and potentially rig her and make sure everything's alright. Of course, more challenges presented themselves when I was doing that, but I'm going to leave you in suspense until next episode, so you better make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next part of the story. Anyway, don't forget to like this video, and thanks for watching. I'll see you later.